Who broke this? And don't go blaming each other. Don't make me call your father. Fine. You're both on a timeout and no TV tonight. Tonight, it's all about Pet-Umans. That's right. They're not pets, they're not humans, they're Pet-Umans. And how these incredible characters spice up our lives and even reduce our stress levels. They sleep on our beds, eat from our plates. We take them to the best doctors in town, and we talk to them as though they're going to answer us. Please tell me I'm not the only one. At least I have dogs, and I'm not the crazy cat lady. Not that there's anything wrong with the crazy cat lady. I have 2 basset hounds, Apollo and Winslow. Apollo hates thunder. So one night, trying to hide from the thunder, he went to sleep in my closet and laid down. In true Thunder Buddy spirit, and being the great mom I am, I laid on the floor and went to sleep with him. The poor thing. I woke up the next morning on the floor by myself. Apollo, where are you? Well, Apollo was sound asleep on my bed, sleeping on my pillow. He left me on the floor. But no matter the sacrifice, and no matter how tough a day, nothing takes away from those 2 funny faces staring out the window at me when I get home from work. See them for yourself. Roll the open. It's midnight. I have to get to the studio.
From Philadelphia, it's the only original late-night television show in town. Get ready for Raw Reality with Gail Kasper.
They've been proven to reduce our stress levels and make our world a happier place. But exactly how far are we willing to go for our precious friends? To put it in perspective, we've got some help from a few masters of humor, the Raw Reality Odd Squad. Chosen to perform at the Bridgetown Comedy Festival, he was selected as a viral hero on America's Got Talent and author of 100 Goats and Everything Explained Through Flowcharts, Doogie Horner. And appearing at Valley Forge Casino on October 31st, Liz Russo, aka thelizrusso.com. Go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com for more details and contact information on all of our guests. And make sure I will be tweeting during the show at Gail Kasper Fan, so join in. And don't forget, no serious allowed. Any serious and you hear this sound. So welcome, guys. It's good to have you with us.
Hi, thanks, Gail.
All right, so I got to get some thoughts. Dressing up your pet.
I think it's fine to dress your pet up if there's a good reason. Like if my dog and I go to the opera, that's black tie. He's got to be dressed up for that. Like if we're going surfing, we need jams, we need goggles. But like if you're just sitting around the house watching a movie together, it's like I don't wear clothes for that, so I don't think he should
It's just
either.
sweats and just kind of hanging
or
out.
what? Yeah, just yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it should have a purpose for sure. But I think too, like the calendar industry would just go bankrupt if you didn't have cats and dogs dressed up in cute little outfits, you know? Like I once dressed my kitty in, I'm crazy cat lady by the way, dressed my kitty in a little leather jacket and called her Cat Benatar, which I thought was cute.
That's pretty
and
great.
Yeah.
All right, how about talking to your dog on the telephone? 33% of people talk to their dogs on the telephone. Do you do it?
I like calling my dog on the telephone and talking to him, but I don't like it when he calls me because a lot of times I'm like in a meeting and I try to explain it to him, but he's a dog, so he's like, I don't, you know.
Yeah, tough. How about yourself?
Well, I mean, as a single 35-year-old, sometimes I understand pets when they get bored and lonely. Sometimes on the road, I'll call OnStar without an emergency and talk to them. So I'm sure really they appreciate, you know, the company and hearing someone's voice. I know how that feels.
Right, and I just have Winslow. He loves He loves his daddy, so he calls his ex, my ex, every once in a while. That's about it.
Your
All
dog
right.
calls your ex?
Yeah.
Do you put him up to it? Do you
I
suggest
do.
you're like, hey?
I do. Winnie, you want to call Daddy?
Do
you
that
want to call
trick.
Daddy? And he responds. He
about you.
does. He does. How about buying a car? 50% of people will actually consider their pet when purchasing a car.
Yeah, I think definitely. I mean, maybe not so much for cats, unless you have 20 of them, but definitely for dogs. I mean, it's good for everybody because there's more room, easier to clean. You don't have to, put your dog on the roof for 12 hours, Mitt Romney.
I use them as a haggling technique. Like I'll say like, hey, I like this car, but my dog doesn't like blue. Would you mind knocking a few dollars off?
Right.
And then they're like, dogs can't see color. And I'm like, he doesn't like dark gray, or whatever.
And that way you can get a better deal? Mm-hmm. I don't see a better way to do that. How about sleeping with your pet?
I think it's immoral. I think it's wrong. And people shouldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I disagree.
Disgusting.
I sleep with other people's pets. I don't care.
Oh my,
I
that's
don't
even
discriminate.
worse.
Listen,
I don't see any other way to do it. I don't even know why this was on the card.
You need a
Just
cuddle
sleep with your pet.
buddy, I like a good, warm cuddle buddy. I'm still teaching my cats how to spoon. It's really hard.
You sleep with other people's pets though?
Well, if I'm
Reminds
at
me
their
of
house,
Superman.
Do they know?
maybe.
All right, how about shared custody of the dogs, cats? As a matter of fact, information in the divorce decree, as well as a clause that requires each party to have life insurance so that the pet can be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, shared custody, definitely. I know people that have dogs, and that's more heartbreaking, than ending in divorce, I mean, after a few years of marriage, the dog is probably the only one happy to see you after a while, and as far as like me with cats and everything, it's not really divorce the problem. I think marriage might be the problem. Yeah.
Doggy travel accommodations. The Alexis Hotel has doggy in-room dining. The Kirkland Hotel has a yappy hour, a weekly dog-friendly happy hour.
I saw a hotel that said pet stay free, so my dog got a room and I stayed with him.
And that works.
It's a life hack.
There you
That's
go.
smart.
It's a life
That's
hack.
definitely smart. I think yappy hour I like, so I could find a man who likes to drink and has a big dog,
You can meet a dog
Yeah,
to
but
sleep with.
what if people
Yeah, I
aren't
can meet a dog
invited?
to sleep with.
That's
It'd
where
be
you pick up your
awesome.
cuddle
Maybe
buddies.
it's just the dogs. I don't know if they're there to network.
No people
or they're,
allowed.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
Like, you got to
network.
keep your owners outside.
Exactly. Okay, Liz, sounds like you have birthday parties. Do you have birthday parties for your cats?
No, actually, but I was invited to a birthday party for a friend's dog, but my other friend's cats were getting married that weekend, so I couldn't attend. But, I'm all for any kind of party because I really like cake a lot. Like a lot.
How about massage and pampering? 2 veterinarians opened an animal oasis. Therapeutic massage, acupuncture, nutritional counseling, daycare, the whole bit.
If I was a homeless person, that's where I would panhandle, outside that place. It's like, those people have a lot of money and they're probably feeling really guilty.
And they can help you out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd pretend to be someone's dog if I could get pampered like that.
Oh my gosh, there you go. You know what? When we come back, an expert joins the Odd Squad. Let's see how they do. Welcome back, everybody. Let's welcome our expert, certified professional dog trainer and owner of Opportunity Barks, Lee Siegfried. Thank you for joining us, Lee.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Hey, it's great to have you here. We've got some scenarios for the entire Odd
Okay.
Squad. I want to get some thoughts from everybody and obviously your feedback, your professional input.
Sure.
Here's the first scenario. Your dog chews and destroys your $500 smartphone.
My dog already memorized all my phone numbers, so it's not really a problem.
That's not an issue. How about
It's not
you,
an issue.
Liz?
I think you can just pretty much wait it out and get your phone back
Wait,
and put it in some rice. I hear that works.
Put it in some right. All right, so I have a funny story though. Winslow actually did take my cell phone, hit the send button, which accidentally dialed the last number back, which happened to be my ex. I walked by him on the floor because I thought that this was funny. I walked by him on the floor and I see him looking at the phone and all I could hear is, hello, hello. So yeah, I kind of thought that was fun.
Did he believe you when you told him, you're like, oh, my dog dialed the phone? Was he just like, look, get over me, okay? No more lies.
Lee, what are your thoughts? What do you do?
Yeah, well, okay, really easy stuff to do. So, maybe bad owner on you in the sense that maybe you were waiting for a free upgrade. I don't know, but I would say try to manage the dog a little better. So either 100% supervision, or if it happened when you were out, out of a room, maybe call them with you so they follow you in the house. Or, sometimes people have dogs getting destructive when they're not home, and that's a more serious issue. But yeah. I think if you manage a bit more, you'd probably be okay.
Okay, all right, let's take a look at scenario number 2. You're getting ready for bed. Your dog not only takes your side of the bed, but your pillow, you end up on the couch. Liz.
On the couch? No, it's cuddle time.
It's cuddle time.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to have my pillow back, but, that's it. I'll take the other side of the bed. That's okay.
All right, Doogie.
Here's what I do. I say 2 can play that game. So if he takes my pillow, I take his toy, I start playing with it. If he's not jealous yet, then I eat his food. And then at that point, I'm so tuckered out from playing and eating that I usually just fall asleep on his bed.
All right, I have to redeem myself because I think I have the answer here.
Yeah.
2 mattresses, which is what I do at home. So if they take one, I take the other. If they take one, I take the other. And it's like a win-win for everybody.
Yeah, but the California King sometimes solves that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, any other thoughts?
To me, it's can be a little bit of a dynamic that's out of whack, but if it's not a problem for the owner, probably not a problem in general. As long as people can, in terms of dogs sleeping in beds with people, to me, it's not a huge deal. As long as the person can invite the dog in or out, and the dog's not aggressing towards them or growling or any of that stuff. So,
all right,
if that's happening, they're probably need a little help.
Scenario number 3, you're working on your computer, your dog comes up to nudge you repeatedly. So in other words, this is part of the behavior. It's not an occasional thing. Doogie, what are your thoughts?
He's got to wait his turn. If he wants to play, but I'm playing, if it's a 2-player game, you just wait a second and then he can play. And if it's not a 2-player game, I put my foot down, I say, wait till the game's over, and then we can play NBA Jam or whatever.
There you go. I like that plan. Liz?
Yeah, I think porn can wait. I think you should play with your dog. I think that's how it works. That's,
yeah, I know. I think to me this is a no-brainer.
We
like
imagine
Apollo.
we were doing work on our computer, or playing a video game, not...
Right. I meant work.
I know.
That's what I meant.
For me, on my end, I just feel like whatever Apollo wants, Apollo gets. I just stop and I'm there for Apollo.
Yeah.
Sounds like I'm not doing the right thing, but...
Well, yeah, I would suggest just ignore, wait for the dog to lose interest, and then maybe invite them back to, ask them to sit or wait for a little bit of eye contact, then engage with them. For dogs that are really attention-seeking, and if that's annoying and people want to work on that, they can start just by ignoring it first.
Okay, number 4, your dog walks you instead of you walking your dog, so they're pulling you along. I think this is an opportunity for a good workout myself, but...
Yeah, rollerblades. You know what I mean? That sounds like fun to me. I think that's good. It doesn't work with cats, but yeah.
You can also just put instead of you wearing rollerblades, just put the dog on a skateboard, and then you just take him for a drag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Admittedly, I will say that pet owners don't tend to spend a lot of time and energy teaching their dogs to not pull on a leash. A lot of people use harnesses that prevent pulling. Okay. But if people really want to work on teaching their dogs to follow and walk with them versus being led by their dogs and being pulled down the street, they can do that pretty easily just by doing lots of directional changes while they walk their dog and start to reward them for following or having a slack leash or checking in with them with a little eye contact.
Okay.
So.
All right, some really good feedback, some things that we can do. You got different choices here. We'll be back in just a minute with Pass or Fail with Gail. It's time for Pass or Fail with Gail. This is where we take a real-life scenario and the Odd Squad grades it with a pass or fail. And I'm going to ask all of you, of course, tweet with me at Gail Kasper fan. So let's start off with our first scenario. I want to get feedback from everybody here. According to MLive.com, a student sued Grand Valley State University because she was banned from carrying around her pet guinea pig, who provided emotional and psychological support for her chronic depression. Students cited that there wasn't a reasonable accommodation for her disabilities in violation of federal housing laws.
Yeah.
Let's start off with Liz.
Well, if I were a seeing eye dog, I would be really pissed off. I mean, I understand the difference between like a therapy animal and a service animal. I mean, I don't think there's much a guinea pig can really do to like alert you, like if you're having a seizure. I mean, it doesn't do anything different. If she carried around a photo of a guinea pig, it would be the same
But
thing.
it's warm and fuzzy.
Carry a Furby. A Furby's fine. And $40,000, I think her depression is cured.
Yeah.
Like, that's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
Liz mentioned that the university settled for $40,000, rejecting all claims that the school or officials acted wrongfully or failed to act in a way with regard to the student. So, Doogie, your thoughts?
I think like a lot of people, you know, like you hear this story and you're like, oh, she's so stupid, or like, what a nut. But she's the only person that's graduating without any student loans. Like that is that's a definite Gail.
A definite fail?
No,
A
Gail.
definite Gail?
Oh, pass. That's a pass. Especially if she's going to law school. Then it's definitely a pass.
So, was yours
Yeah.
a fail? Did you do a
Mine's a fail for the university for paying,
I
but
disagree.
a pass
So I just wanted to
for
use
the
buzzer.
chick. I know.
pass for the chick? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lee?
That's a weird one. You know, a lot of people have service animals that are dogs, but I've never heard of anybody having a service guinea pig, and I don't.
That's such a technicality. man.
Yeah, I mean, and couldn't she have just like put it in a little Sherpa bag carrying case and no one ever would have
Yeah,
noticed?
just don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
Except
I
the
mean,
bag would have been moved.
Yeah, why's your
Yeah,
stomach
moving.
moving? It's like, why are you looking at my stomach?
Yeah.
I'm suing you for $40,000.
Yeah. Well,
Pass or fail? Lee?
I'm
What do you
gonna have to
think?
say fail on that one.
All right,
Yeah.
and I concur.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to. There's not much time left, and we haven't used the buzzers.
Yeah.
I'll stop. Okay.
No. Help yourself. But since you buzzed me before I even had a chance, I fail. If she can take her guinea pig wherever she wants, and I mean, I have problems too. I didn't get the show because I'm normal. So, I mean, I really think that, hey, I should be able to take my basset hounds wherever I want, if that were the case. I'm giving her a fail. All right, let's take a look at the next one. This guy, Lou Hawthorne, loved his dog Missy's qualities so much that he cloned her and now has two dogs, Mira and Missy 2, whose embryos were created from the nuclear DNA of the original Missy. So cloning of your pet. Would you ever do that, Liz? Would you do that?
No, I mean, I think from like the sheep Dolly to, you know, now the dog. I mean, it's a slippery slope. I mean, soon we're gonna have, copycats. Fail on my joke. Okay, good.
That would have been a
I
buzz.
didn't touch the buzzer.
I know, I was
Everyone's
waiting
like,
to see.
That would've been a buzz.
Everyone's like,
Dude,
enough with
you
the
missed your
buzzer. So
shot.
yeah, I don't want to.
Go ahead. All right, what do you think? Pass or fail?
I'm just glad they're finally doing something useful with cloning. Like Abraham Lincoln, Einstein, no, dogs. And so that's good, that's important. And I hope that guy clones himself next so he can smack himself in the face because it's a
Oh my
stupid,
God, what a
it's
great
a
idea.
stupid waste of cloning technology.
So is this a fail?
It's a
or-
definite Gail.
It's a definite
Fail, sorry.
Lee.
It's a fail for me. It's a fail for me. Where my head goes is like, how does that puppy develop without a mother? That just asks for a whole lot of behavioral problems.
Good
So,
point.
yeah, that's a fail for me.
I'm a fail. And I mean, again, that's a personal choice on my end. There's nothing to replace Apollo and Winslow. There's nothing, no matter what I can't even make a
Yeah.
joke about that. I can't even make a joke. All right, finally, we have got a video for you to see. We're gonna take a look at the video. Let's see what happens. Balloons, I see balloons, I see a dog.
You're a midget.
This was the dog's idea. This was clearly the dog's idea because no person could think this was a good idea.
Yeah.
No human being
Yeah.
could think this is a good idea.
He's like a weather balloon chihuahua.
Look how happy! Look how happy the kids are. They're like, oh my God, this is the greatest
transportation.
thing since sliced bread.
Didn't a guy get arrested for doing that to his kid?
That's
Right?
true. Yeah.
Shouldn't they get
Or
arrested?
kite or balloon. Yeah, balloon boy. Yeah.
Is that,
All right, so let's decide. Pass or fail? What do you think, Liz?
I'm not sure how to approach this one. I don't know if the dog was having fun or not, but I think it's a fail. It seems weird. It's weird. And helium, is a precious commodity right now. We're running out of helium. I don't
Oh, are
think
we?
We
I didn't
are,
know that.
actually.
Well, they
You
should.
can Google it. Google it.
You can go to the club.
That's true.
That's the only place that'll last forever. Doogie.
I think that was great. I like that. Was that Air Bud? What was that? Like, what was that? Why'd they do that? Was that
I don't know because they're idiots.
some new
I
secret
don't know.
weapon the government is working on? I thought that was great. I don't know what
that's
the
a
point
pass?
was. That's a definite pass. Yeah, the dog looked happy. I thought that was beautiful.
Liz?
To me, it's a fail. I think they could probably do like some sort of drone thing and not have to put a chihuahua in like with balloons. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there, but that dog didn't look really happy. So
Yeah, and I'm going to fail. Anything that could potentially be dangerous, where that animal is going to fall and get hurt, I'm not a fan. Not going with it. Fail.
But
Fail
on
it.
the wrong side of
Fail
every
it.
single one
I
so
know.
far.
Lee, I want to thank you. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here with us. It's great to have
Thanks
you
for
with us.
having
For
us.
more information, dog management tips, go to rawrealitywithgailkasper.com. We will be back in just a minute. Welcome back. We've got a great summary picture for you. I live here, you don't. If you don't want dog hair on your clothes, stay off the furniture. My parents like me a lot better than most people. To you, I'm just a dog. To my parents, I'm an adopted child who's short, with furry legs, has 4 legs, and barks. There you go. I think that pretty much says it all. So, any final thoughts for us, Doogie?
Regarding that poster, like any dog that's smart enough to write that poster probably knows what he's talking about. Like I would doubt him, but I was like, well, he did. He can write. He's overcome a lot of adversity, so he might have a point.
And I think he made some really good points on there. Really, don't sit on the furniture if you don't want dog hair on it, right?
Yeah, just
Isn't
stand all
that
the
the way it should be? Right?
Yeah,
Just stand.
my parents have 2 dogs, and they call them my brothers and sister. So
There you go.
I'm pretty sure they're getting everything
Parents
in
are
the
crazy.
will.
Your parents
All
are
right, just a
insane.
reminder, there are 6 to 8 million cats and dogs who are
Yep,
put into
someday.
shelters every year. 3 to 4 million of them are euthanized. Please support National Animal Rescue Day, Winslow's Day. You'll find all of today's tips and information on how you can support National Animal Rescue Day on our website, rawrealitywithgailkasper.com. Thank you to our sponsor, GetMainLobster.com, the Odd Squad, and to all of you for joining us. Next week, are you a bad customer? Visit me on Facebook and tell me what happened. Did a company or person drive you to respond in a way that just wasn't that you were rude, difficult, were your standards too high? Next week, bad customers, are you one? Share your story. We'll see you next Wednesday night at midnight on Raw Reality. Take it easy, everybody.